everyone, and welcome to NEMT Expert Talks. I'm here with Chris Diiorio, the owner of PrimeCare Patient Transport in Denver, Colorado, though he lives in St. Louis. Chris has been running the company for 8 years, and he only does private pay facility work.
Right now, I'm currently running 14 vehicles. Mainly do stretcher and wheelchair, but wheelchair is about 96% of my business.
Okay. And is close to 100% of your business private pay work for facilities?
I do about 5% broker, 20% private pay through patients themselves. That would be considered a self-pay. And then the rest is facility pay, which is also a private pay check where the facility is responsible for the transport. Just really building one model that show up on time and provide a good experience for the patient. Everything else doesn't matter. You can go at pricing, whether it's low or high. You're going to get your pricing when you provide a good product. You may lose some business here and there, but they do always end up coming back to you because they know what they get when they book with us. They know we're going to show up. They know that we're going to show up on time. Our drivers are courteous, polite, and going to make sure the patient is safely transported from A to B.
Okay. And about how many facilities do you work with on a regular basis?
So I probably bill anywhere between 20 to 25 facilities a week. Now that could be one transport a week all the way up to 15 to 20 transports a week. Putting all your eggs in one basket to just focus on one facility, that could go to your broker model as well. If that broker loses the contract, you lose all your trips. So really just working multiple facilities, building the relationships within these facilities, because you will notice that these case managers, executive directors do constantly jump ship to other facilities. Well, if you have a good working relationship to you, that's a new facility just from them moving and you having a good relationship and maintaining contact with them. I don't go into it saying I'm going to run all your trips at half rate, thinking I can make it up on volume. I just stick to my guns where it's, hey, this is my rate, this is our service. And like I said, you'll get the business just based on showing up, doing a job. If there's any issues, going above and beyond, really helping them, facilitate that transport. A lot of times we get the wrong information. Well, we go above and beyond to make sure we're communicating back to those facilities so that they know we're helping them out. We are just a transport company, but we can be great communicators so that their patients feel safe when they're with us. Be very upfront with the facility. Let them know, yes, we can do 50 transports with 10 vehicles, but we can't do 50 transports at 9 a.m. It's a business decision. Help it out. Get them to communicate with you when their patients' appointments with. And we even have facilities that will contact us and let us know they're trying to book an appointment, what hour of the day works for us too, so that we built the relationship where we can almost have them say, hey, if you book a trip at 10 o'clock, we can definitely make it work. When you book a flight to go somewhere, you don't tell the airline when you're getting on the plane. So diving into and explaining that to them, and they're business owners, they will get it. But if you're 100% accommodating, then you're going to put yourself in a bind and you're going to lose that business. I do a lot of facilities that are 40 miles away from my, base, and I charge them a higher rate. And it's, I explain to them, walk them through our process. And I think that'll help them understand why are you charging what you're charging. When I explain to someone that they're going to sit in a vehicle for an hour just to get to your facility, to drive a transport that's going to take, let's say, an hour by the time we sit in the facility,
get the patient into the chair, load it into our van, drive, unload it to the doctor's office and go. Explain to them the reason behind your pricing. On average, it takes us an hour and a half to do a transport. That doesn't count driving there and driving to your next pickup. So in all reality, payroll is 2 to 3 hours for a transport nowadays, because there's a lot of loading time, a lot of unloading time with wheelchairs, with stretchers. And you need to take that into account, because as much as I'd like to turn trips every hour on the hour, you're relying on it being close, you're relying on the patients being ready, you're relying on the staff having the patient ready, you're relying on the doctor's office being ready. So just be honest with them, and be honest with yourself as to why you're doing the things you're doing. I charge, basically my rate equals 3 hours of payroll. I have my vehicle cost built in, I have my insurance cost built in, then you charge miles on top of it. Our margins are slim. So if you're honest with them and explain to it, I think they get it. And I think that's maybe where I've been able to win over these facilities and keep them in our rotation of facilities, because I'm very upfront with them. I explain to them the way I do things. I explain to them the way we dispatch, the way we take orders. I explain to them how, if their facility is running behind, how it can affect us for that other facility, so that they're on top of it. I charge for cancels on scene, not because I want to, but I want to educate them on, hey, this is a communication issue. How can we better the communication so we can stop it? Just whenever you do something, I think if you can explain to the facility while you're doing it, it's going to go a long way.
Email us at contact@bambi.health, and we will get all of your questions answered by email from Chris.
Run, Bambi, run.
Awesome.
All right.
Thanks, Chris.